Hello everybody, it's galaxy009wx, and today we have a very beautiful storm chase. Kicking off at around 5:30 p.m. I am driving out of my neighborhood to go and catch this storm that formed around 4 minutes away from my house. At the time, this storm was it looked like it was strengthening on radar, but in a second you will see what happened. It was very unfortunate. I guess there was not enough energy in the air, and it kind of destabilized and collapsed on itself. As I roll up on this traffic light, the sky looks a little bit hazy. Those would be the rain curtains from the storm moving at me, and in a second you will start to see it sprinkle a little bit. As I turned left on this road, my thought process was maybe I could get into this rain core potentially. So as you can see, when I turn left on this road, you can see the nice echo tops billowing in the distance. Now this will be very crucial for later on, because those tops are actually another thunderstorm producing. At the time I thought so, but it wasn't showing up on radar. So that is another thing that you always got to look out for. You always use your eyes when storm chasing. Fast forwarding a little bit, the storm on top of me decided to collapse and turn into just one singular rain cloud, and it started sprinkling, but in the distance you can see the other one start to explode. So I was watching that to see what would happen. And in the future, that's going to give me some very crazy luck. As this storm in front of me comes into view, it's absolutely beautiful. You can see that it has some decent structure, and it will strengthen over the next 2 hours and turn into a monster. Right about here, nothing was going crazy on radar, so I just decided to head back home and sit on my driveway and see if anything kind of explodes. So I will cut to that right now. Okay, as I'm sitting in my driveway, I'm scrolling through the HRRR model, and it was definitely giving me some mixed signals, and I did not know how to feel about it. The model was definitely lacking some confidence on my perspective, but it's okay, because when I looked on radar, the storm from earlier as we were viewing insanely exploded to the point where tops were around 25 kft, which is it's strengthening a lot. So I decided to exit my neighborhood and make my way down. The drive was around 20-ish minutes, so we're gonna cut to that. A little down the street from my neighborhood, you can see the back end of this storm start to come into view, and honestly, this was one of the most prettiest things I have ever seen. This is the storm you're seeing right now, and it's definitely starting to strengthen at this point of time, and because of this, there would be absolutely chaos in the atmosphere later on. After driving for a little bit, I come to the left side of this nice storm, and this is where the first set of rain comes into play, and I decided that to get in front of this storm, I would have to core punch, since I arrived a little bit late due to all of the traffic lights. Now, it would get a little bit crazy, but in front of this storm is actually a secondary storm forming, and I would later break off of this one to go to that one. As I get closer to the core of this storm, there's a lowering cloud in front of me, which is absolutely beautiful. So I decided to take the left at the traffic light to parallel the storm and have better access points to roads. As I parallel this storm, I come out to an opening and you can see some of the structure that the storm has, and it is just absolutely beautiful. And actually in front of me is a secondary storm forming in front of this one, which I thought was very, very cool when I saw on radar. As I come up to this traffic light and turn right, I pretty much was deciding on core punching since the core was right in front of me. The gray sky is just the rain curtains falling down, and I had an idea of an access point, a secondary road point that would take me left into the core. So in a second you will see me turn left on that road. At around this time, the first big rain curtain comes in, and that is when I enter the core, and everyone kind of starts slowing down, and I'm just enjoying it. I'm having a blast. I'm listening to my music, and it's just so fun. So, there is some slight visibility, of course, but my windshield wipers are terrible. I need to replace them. After core punching the storm, I drive out of the storm to the front of it, and the storm in front of it comes into view, and on radar it looks like a beast. So I decided to either go straight or go home, and I realized you never stop chasing, so I continued straight and said, you know what? I feel like it's gonna be a great day. So I continued straight, and that's when the whole entire chase went crazy. I mean, it was so beautiful. What you are about to see is the storm in front of me, and the structure on it was absolutely beautiful. So that is it. You can see the back side of it, the front side of it, and the rain core. Literally in person, the skies were super dark, and it was so beautiful. So I decided to core punch this one because why not? As I'm approaching the storm, I'm kind of on the back side of it, and on the left you can see the rain shaft where the rain kind of starts, and the lower clouds on the right, the cumulus and cumulonimbus clouds, those are very, very dark. The camera can't really capture that much kind of that contrast, but in person it was super dark and it was just beautiful. Right here, I make a right turn, and that is when I am face to face with the core of this thunderstorm. Now, I make my way through these roads and enter the core, which you are about to see. The visibility and wind was very, very strong, so I had to kind of make my way through very, very carefully and slowly, and I, of course, had my back amber light on, or my back amber light bar on, and I am at this point recording data on my weather station on my vehicle and on my RM Young anemometer. As I continue straight on this road, the rain starts picking up again because I am driving back into the core, and on radar it is just kind of organizing into a complete mess, but you can barely see at this point, and it gets kind of chaotic, but it's due to all the trees. I can't really do anything about that. That's what happens when you storm chase in North Carolina. As I start to reach the back of the storm, it starts clearing out, and there is another storm actually kind of behind this one, so I decide to reroute to that storm, so you will see that in a second. As I make my way out of that storm, I enter this storm, and it is another very photogenic storm, and I want to make my way into its rain core, and I proceed to do so. About here, the rain was hard in some places and then would slow down, so it was like on and off. So I just continue straight and then make a right up here, and as I do so, I see that there is storms, or there is a very, very strong storm more, like I think it was 20 minutes, 25 minutes away from me, so I decided to reroute that way because it was closer to my house. But as we exit this storm on the backside, there are some very dark, beautiful clouds, and it was just so pretty. I had to take in the scenery, and it was just so wonderful to see. As I'm driving back up, the sky gets really, really dark, and it was just so pretty. The sun is setting, and the dark clouds were over me at the time, and it just felt like a 2017 before the storm moment. And it was just so calm and peaceful, and I just loved it so much. As I am still driving up, you can see some lower scud clouds on these bottom lower clouds on the back of these thunderstorms, and they are just beautiful. I mean, I just could not take my eyes off of them. As I'm driving home, the sky literally looks like ocean waves, and in front of me you can see some more lower scud clouds. As I'm driving, you can see some more lower clouds, and on my dash cam, it just looks so beautiful. As I'm taking the exit, there's another storm, so I decide to go past my neighborhood and chase it. After that, I'm driving home, and in the distance you can see a low-level shelf cloud, and it was just beautiful. And after that, I ended my chase because it was getting dark. That would be all for today's video. I hope you guys had a very wonderful time watching the video. And that's all for me.